Today we are going to do a thrift haul, but first I need to go pick up one more thing. Last week I went to a new store and I missed out on a sheep painting that I really wanted because I didn't have enough money. It was cash only, but all I had to spend was the $5 that I keep on hand just in case there's a garage sale. Because it's winter, so I haven't really checked it lately. But now I have a little more cash and I'm headed back. Once we get back, I'm going to show you everything that I've been gathering lately. Some of it is still here in the car, and then I have a stash in the garage. I haven't had any big thrifting days that I've been able to show you, but I've been lucky enough to stop a few times and gather enough things that I think you'll find interesting. As you may have noticed, it has started raining. It might switch to snow later, so we're going to head out, grab this painting, and see what else we can find. I officially have the sheep picture. Let me show you what this thing looks like. And a few other things I'll show you once I get home. So just this week I had a table sale at the store. I was really happy to make the sale, but I was pretty surprised that it sold. I was really impressed with how the finish ended up, but I think it got scratched up as I was putting stuff on it in the booth. Now they had called me to ask where the price tag was. I was able to tell them it was in the drawer, all this stuff. I mentioned on the phone that there are a few more scratches because we put stuff on top. They bought it anyway. But that means that my stuff is actually at my booth, kind of scattered on the floor. And when I go tomorrow, I need to fix all of that. It also gave me a fear that I'm just one table away from chaos. Now I could put on my tables that they're not for sale, but I've already sold 2 and I don't want to take away the chance to sell them. So while I was out today, I actually went to this antique store to see if they would have anything that I could use as a table. I looked at things that were kind of odd, but I also looked at things that other people have painted. Kind of gave myself a $45 budget, so that takes away a lot of the refinished furniture. Rightfully so, those are all priced a little higher. One of the things I was worried about is if the table I'm painting doesn't turn out, what am I going to do tomorrow? So this is my backup plan. It also folds up, which is really neat. So if I do take the other table tomorrow, I'll be able to store this one for when I need it. I was able to get this wooden ironing board for $24. Even the person at the antique booth was shocked. Okay, let's get home so I can show you everything that I have. Okay, first round of things I've been collecting. I found 2 saucers to go with the mugs that I already have in the booth. At first I wasn't going to buy them because the mugs are already there, but they were only 50 cents each. At Goodwill, I found this really pretty blue vase. It was $4.99, but it was also the sticker of the week, so it was half price. At Goodwill, I also found this peach basket, which is really cool. It's definitely not old, but it really looks vintage. And this little pitcher, I thought this was really pretty. I really like the design, and I think it's going to fit in that window display that I have. And then the last thing that I found at Goodwill was this jug. It's just a pretty 1-gallon glass jug. This is a chair that I found on Facebook Marketplace. I was able to find this for $25, and the reason I really bought it was because these chairs sell for like $100 online, but that's when they're in like a pair or 4. I don't know. I definitely don't live in a market where I'm going to be able to sell this for $100. I'm going to have to go a little lower than that. So I immediately regretted buying it. I'm going to need you to give me a little reassurance in the comments that this was a good idea. I did think of one more thing that I've collected over the past couple weeks that I wanted to show you. I also found this glass vase at the Habitat Restore. That is everything I've collected over the past couple days. Now let me show you what I got today. At the thrift store, again, I went looking for things to hang on the wall, which is tricky apparently. And I found two really good sketches. The first is a little farm scene. This is definitely a scene that could take place in the community where my antique store is, so I definitely wanted to grab that. I know that sketches just go over really well, so I grabbed this other sketch, which I just think is really neat. Hopefully someone else also finds it cool. Moving to the table, I found these two carved flower. I don't really like the color, but that can be changed. And then I found this really neat vase. This one is just really pretty. I love the design. It's in excellent shape and definitely worth more than $3. And then I just love these small flower pictures. I've had two small flower pictures in the booth and both have sold, so I definitely wanted to scoop this up. This will probably fit in the background of my bookshelf, which is a really neat way to display things, and that's the perfect size. Now, I've kind of been in the market for a lamp. Since I've added the chairs to the booth with that side table in the middle, it would be perfect to add like a statement lamp. I need to do a little more research, but this one stuck out to me immediately. It was only $10, so I definitely scooped it up. This is the sheep picture that we have been aiming to get all day. They still had it. Nobody else bought it. I can't imagine why. And I'm really excited to put this in my booth next to the two farm animal pictures that I already have. And then the last thing I scooped up at the thrift store was this little wooden bowl. It was 10 cents. It's like a little acorn bowl. I think it might need refinished, so I'll either refinish it or paint it, but that's pretty neat. And for a dime, you can't beat that. And then this wooden ironing board. I don't think my table is gonna work out for tomorrow. It is too cold and it hasn't dried. So as soon as I got home, I knew that I was really happy I picked this up. I'm probably gonna mark it for sale just because I'm looking for all the sales right now, but it does make me kind of wanna mark it not for sale so that nobody buys it. It has just the slightest wobble, so I probably won't put too many breakable things on top, but I'm really excited for this. I sold that black half round table, so this is just gonna go in that exact same spot. It's kind of more primitive items, so it should mix in really well. But over the past few weeks, I've been collecting all of these things and I've been so excited to show you. So thank you for following along. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope your new year is off to a great start. Next time you see me, I'll actually be finishing that sewing machine table I started during Vlogmas.